Okay, now I'm going to bleed the rear, and what I've done, there's a valve on the back of here that is the bleeder valve. I've attached a hose to it that runs into that cup so that as I pump the air out, it'll go into that cup. Same principle as on the master cylinder. The air will float out, the fluid will stay in the cup. When the cup gets full, I can pour that back in my master cylinder up front and then do it again until there's no air coming through there. Once there's no air coming through, I can take this wrench and close this valve. That's the way we bleed them today, as opposed to the old days when someone had to say pump it, hold it, okay, and somebody on the back had to turn it. What a mess that was. This is so much easier. It's even easier because I'm lucky enough to be able to sit and watch the cup, so I can literally sit up here pumping this thing and look back there and see how much air and is coming out and how much fluid I've got in my cup. So really can't beat this. I always start bleeding at the wheel that's the furthest from the cylinder. In this case, it's that right rear wheel. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Now, level in my master cylinder is falling, so I know that the fluid is making its way to that back cylinder. Keep in mind I have to fill up all these lines with fluid, and I've got the lid off my cylinder so I can keep my eye on it, so after it gets down to a certain point I can add a little bit more to it. I can feel a little bit of action happening on the pedal, and I can actually see now some air moving through the tube back there, so that's a good thing. This is pretty exciting stuff, because once I get the brakes done, and the next thing I need the flywheel and the gas tank to get it here. Once I get it where I can stop it and get it where I can make it go, we're going to be on the road. Now, as I sit here now, I can see that cup is getting fullish. I can also see a little brake line leak back here starting to show up. So what I'll do is I'll come up here and pop this cup off. That's a beautiful thing. And I'm also going to turn the camera off right now, and I've got a little leak over there. I'll go address that. I got my leak stopped, and I watched this until there was no air coming out of it. What I'm going to do now is just retighten this bleeder valve back up before I take the cup off. Then I'll move over to the other side, and I'll do it. Probably what I ought to do too is check that other bleeder, make sure it's not also stopped up. I'll do that too. Okay, same drill on the front. Got my cup connected up there, and should begin to see some fluid moving through those lines. Okay.